episode 38 of the Director of Football Non-League to Legend, where we are Arsenal still. Today we play Newcastle, and then we play Crystal Palace in the Premier League. It's been so far. As you can see from our recent form, we've 2 defeats in 5, but one of those was against Wycombe. No, one of the wins was against Wycombe, not a defeat. So since you were last here in that absolute hammering we got at Burnley, we went and beat Stoke 3-1. Robert Navarro doing quite well, and Moise Keane doing what I was kind of hoping he would do when he arrived. Then we beat Wolves 4-1, where Moise Keane got a hat-trick. Moise Keane he's been good. He's played out in the wing a couple of times, but he's been a fairly good striker so far since I brought him in. Then we were quite unlucky to lose to Southampton. Just Harry Maguire just played horrendously. There's one goal that I don't know if it's going to make the game crash again. This goal never happened. When I went back to check it, it just kept like bloop, bloop, like it pop up, and yeah, see, that's what keeps doing. I didn't see the goal. I was sitting here, and all of a sudden we had a second goal, and I'm sitting there going, when did okay. But yeah, it was a fairly meh game. We didn't play great. I think that was the last game that was the last game we played, the 4-2-3-1, and then we went back to the 4-3-3 that we were playing for the majority of last season, and we got beaten by West Ham, which was quite annoying because Artur missed a penalty fairly late on that could have got us a draw, or maybe we were going for, I think we might have been going for the win at the time, and then Arnautovic put one past us. This guy here, the Director of Football tried to sign him, and I knew he was a wonder kid, and I saw his stats or his attributes, and I was like, he's a really good player. But the Director of Football kept offering like 5-6 million or something for him, and then West Ham came in and paid 12 million, and they signed him, and he is an absolute worldie of a player, so that's quite annoying. Then we beat Bournemouth 3-0. I almost said we beat Arsenal because when I took over at Arsenal, I was going to. Bournemouth wanted me as well. It was a relatively easy game. Moise Keane back on the score sheet again. Can't keep a good man down. And then we played horrendously against Wycombe. It was a little bit of a rotated side, but not enough that you could say we were, 2-0. I know, like, our entire midfield, like the 3 central midfielders haven't played much this year. Joe Willock played his first game for me. Ollie Fell started, and Iwobi, who has been the most disappointing player this season, he has played horrendously bad, so he's not been getting many games. But today we play Newcastle, and this is the team we are going to play with. So Leno's in goal, Foy at right back. He is getting tired because he's the only right back we have. I should probably go and show you some of the transfers we've made as well, but I'll cut through the team first. Maguire and Phil Jones play in the centre of do they? No, Dickinson is going to play because he wasn't fit before. He was injured for the Wycombe game. And Goulam plays on the left. Then Navarro is coming in for Guendouzi because Guendouzi's not playing that well. With Artur and Maitland Niles, who's been on fire again. Reece Nelson starts on the right with Lingard on the left. Versace's been off form, so he's not going to play today, but he's been coming off the bench every now and again. And Moise Keane up front. I do need to... Yeah. we have had we've a Romanian striker, Gabriel Raducan, who did direct football through Money in for. He looks pretty decent. 21 years old, Romanian international. He's good, so he's going to be coming in January, because we don't have enough players as it is. We didn't sign anybody, but we did lose Granit Xhaka to Fiorentina on loan. Sidibe's gone to Sampdoria on loan, and Tyrese Jones or John Jules has gone to Borough on loan. They weren't going to play, so why not leave them go? So yeah, Navarro's not really a central midfielder, but I'm hoping that he can do the business while he is in midfield. If not, we can just put him up into an attacking midfield position and see what he does. But what I've noticed so far is this team's not really built for attacking midfield players. So it's kind of annoying that you spend so much money on one. Yeah, we're confident. We're going to attack from kickoff. We still have Mkhitaryan and we still have Aubameyang in the under-23s. I have no interest in playing them. I think we have better players in the first team. So they're just going to rot in the reserves because their contracts are running out at the end of this season. So Dejan Lovren's playing for Newcastle. $12 minutes to man. I noticed as well Jan Vertonghen is 35 years old and playing for Brighton. And I only know that because he scored against Tottenham in their last game. So Brighton paid 14 million for him, I think it was. So Newcastle have Ryan Sessegnon. And they're playing him at left back. What? Talk about wasted. But yeah, we've another striker coming in. Somebody's walking past my window, I assume. Navarro playing out of position. Well, I'm teaching him to play as a box-to-box because he has all the attributes for it, but he's just not able to do it. So, right, yeah, it's according to my coaches, he can't do it, but I think he has everything he needs to do it. And with Guendouzi not playing that well, and Guendouzi being our only real kind of box-to-box player, because we have like almost every single central midfielder we have is a playmaker. So like Navarro is an attacking midfield playmaker. Artur is a playmaker. Maitland Niles wants to be a playmaker, but he's also good at Mazzala, and he's just after picking up a knock. Guendouzi wants to be a playmaker. Xhaka wanted to be a playmaker. Willock is a playmaker. Well, he claims to be a playmaker, but his passing is pretty third. So he's not really a playmaker. Kurt, will you stop going in front of my lights? If you keep staying in front of my lights, then the people won't be able to see my beautiful face. Oh. Glick Artur. Oh, just wide. I think Maitland Niles is going to have to come off at half time because I don't want to risk him. Deandra Yedlin, to be honest, is a player that I wouldn't have any issue bringing in to play for us if the opportunity arose. What is his actual injury? Lower leg. Okay. Well, it's not broken, so that's fine. I think you're better as a Mazzala, aren't you? Yeah, I think your stats make you a box-to-box or Mazzala, which is fine by me. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with for now. I think Maitland Niles is definitely one of the main players in this 11 or this squad. He's definitely been one of the best players we've had. Him and Artur are kind of the linchpin in midfield. Without them, we wouldn't be even remotely close to Newcastle Gylfi Sigurdsson. I know he's 32, but They paid nearly 30 million for him. Okay, I need to check to see. It's hardly still... Staff, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way it was still Mike Ashley. If they're spending money like that, it's not Mike Ashley. And I know most of the time Newcastle get a takeover in Football Manager now. But yeah, this season there just seems to be an awful lot of players that were... What a goal by Reece Nelson. He cameoed it into the back of the net. There's an awful lot of players that are struggling this year. Versace's not playing as well. Iwobi's not playing that well. Nkita is not playing that well. Torreira has not been playing that well. I can't really blame Ollie Fell because he's still quite young. But there's an awful lot of people I'm looking at and they're kind of like, last season you were quite good. And this year not so much. And we haven't really changed that many players. I suppose we've probably changed enough that we've thrown the squad kind of out of whack. But what a tackle by Artur. Blocked by... Was that Ghulam? No. Was it? No. It was whoever's wearing 11. Who's wearing 11? Navarro? Go on, Dickinson. Lingard picks it up. Pings it forward to Nelson. Is Nelson going to shoot or is he going to pass? Shoots. But then he gets a second shot and scores. Yes! Go on, Reece. Reece the Beast. Sort of rhymes. That was quite the vision by Jesse Lingard. It was a good save by the keeper, but Reece Nelson is gooder. He's gooder than him. Bernd Leno as well not been playing fantastically well, so he has been I know he's exhausted, but I don't really have anybody I can bring on. Look, we'll put him there, and we'll bring on Phil Jones. You're just going to keep sitting in front of my light, aren't you? Yeah. Is there anyone else that's really tired that I want to take? Ghulam's exhausted, so we take Ghulam off. Yeah, my fullbacks really do work quite hard in this formation. You're just moving closer to my light now. Get it. Stop it. Stop it. Now you're sitting on my mouse. But yeah, since I started the season with Blanco, Bernd Leno has started playing better. So maybe dropping him was the best decision to make, because now he's decided he wants to start playing football again. But he was injured for a little bit of pre-season. But at the same time, he's a goalkeeper, so does it really make that much of a difference if your goalkeeper doesn't get a full pre-season? No, no. The funny thing is, Kerr had no interest in being up here next to me while I wasn't recording. The second I hit the record button, he was like, "Oh, you're recording? I better get in there." I can't really blame Maitland Niles for not having a great first half, since we picked up a knock like 20 minutes in. 1 to 2 days, it's fine. We've 13 days till the Palace game, so plenty of time. Plenty of time to recover. Artur is supposed to be on the verge of getting called back up to the Brazil team, so quite happy with that if he does actually get the call, because he's been playing quite well. But there's been a couple of people I've been disappointed with, like Fell, yeah, a little bit. unimpressed. Guendouzi as well. Nketiah's not played well. Iwobi's not played well. De Hood played fantastically in one game and then played horrendously in another. Yeah, like he came on in the league, played he was alright. And in the cup game he just played trash. So yeah, that's a bit frustrating. We only have 3 games in September. But then we have 7 games in October. And then we have the entire month of November off. And pretty much all of December. Well, no, actually all of December off. Until New Year's Eve. For the World Cup. Yeah, the World Cup in Qatar. So what we'll do is I'll bring you back for the Palace game. In but a moment. Ooh, we're up to 6th. And we've played the same amount of games as everyone. Everton have only played 5 games. Ooh, Moise Keane is joint top scorer. Very good. See you guys in just a second. Okay, so now we're back after what feels like the world's longest break. Some of our players played quite well on international duty, so that is very nice. For this game, we're pretty much playing the same team. I don't think it changed anybody, but I'm bringing Josh Thyman in to play this game. I'm going to leave Ghulam sit on the bench because he's a tad bit lowish condition. Richard Foy is just going to continue. He is a wonder kid now, and Stuart Dickinson is also a wonder kid. Those are 2 I just noticed. In between, I don't think Moise Keane. Yeah, Moise Keane's too old to be. Yeah, 22. Never mind. Versace, still a wonder kid. Not playing very well. Oh, he's wanted. Who he wanted by? Huddersfield. Not going to happen. Yeah, I changed the Japanese centre back's name as well to Chloe because Jo Myung is just a name that I just. He's North Korean as well. Oh, did not know that. Yeah, Chloe. Chloe's just easier. So we play Palace and Milhajovic. How are we? 7. He's played 6.63. It's not playing that well. He is unavailable for today because he is on loan from us. Other than that, I think we are good to go. The reserve team, Joe Willock, and it was Joe Willock. He has been playing quite well for the reserves during the international break. I think he played twice, and he did relatively well. So he might actually make it onto the bench at some point. They have quite good wide midfielders and ex-Arsenal centre-backs. They have Joel Pereira, Danny Drinkwater. Oh, better be careful of him. Wan-Bissaka's only on the bench. Why is Wan-Bissaka only on the bench? He's been really good for them in the Championship, but not doing it so well in the old Premier League. Carrillo is playing for Crystal Palace as well. What? Also, I noticed because it popped up saying, all the clubs that had done, like the transfer window just closed during the international break. Bayern Munich spent 100 million on a player, which I found interesting that they signed Kylian Mbappe. That's offside, isn't it? Yeah, 100 million for Kylian Mbappe. I think it was 100 million for Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, it was offside. I changed my corner routines during the international break also because we were getting absolutely shit on from corners. And our attacking corners were pretty turd. So we are just after making a couple of changes to see if it'll make a bit of a difference. And so far, we've had a highlight, which is more than we've had recently with any sort of set piece. So it's not too bad. But yeah, Kylian Mbappe plays for Bayern Munich now. And he cost it was 100 or 110 million or something. It was way less than I expected, because he's still only 22, 23. It's insane. Josh Thyman to Artur Foy, Maitland Niles to Jesse Lingard to Navarro over to Nelson. Reece Nelson puts it behind Foy, so Foy has to go back to pick it up. Artur, Navarro, Maitland Niles pings it out to Thyman, whips it in. Moise Keane, off the bar. If only Reece Nelson ran onto it, it could have been an easy goal. But we keep going. I can't believe Harry Wilson plays for Palace. I can't believe Wan-Bissaka is on their bench because they have Cedric. We're not playing too well so far. But it's fine. 10 shots to their 0. That was I'm far from pleased. I think we leave everything as it is for now. I'm gonna just okay, he doesn't care. We do need to, score, because Palace are second. Huddersfield have 1 point. I did not notice that. You think they'd close down Jesse Lingard because he's constantly over here, but I set it up so that it's mixed, but they just seem to keep passing to each other. Okay, so it's always going to be a short corner by the looks of it. Come on, get creative. Thank you, Mr. Solakov, was it? Jesse Lingard? Jesse Lingard's been good, but he's not been amazing so far. But Versace could make a comeback. Everyone just kind of ran away from the ball. But Harry Maguire picks it up. To Artur, back to Maguire. To Navarro. And just ends. 11 shots, 6 on target. Are we taking a lot of long shots? I'll have to check that when the next highlight comes up. Or they've taken off Benteke for Carrillo, who is a player I do like. I'm going to bring on Ollie Fell because Keane's not playing all that well. I'm going to put Jesse Lingard on the right and I'm going to make a double substitution. I'm going to bring on Versace. Yeah, he prefers to be on attack. Other than that, there isn't a whole lot that I kind of want to change. But we are lacking a little bit in the, scoring of the goals. They've just taken off a wonder kid. Come on, get creative. I'm kind of looking at the bench and it's not a whole lot that I can change. Dickinson's playing terribly. But we're going to go very attacking because I do not want to get a draw against Palace. We're going to get a draw against Palace. Take off Maitland Niles for Guendouzi. We're going to swap these two around. Go very attacking. Nothing happens. We had 4 long shots. Well, yeah, it was disappointing. Richard Foy played well, as always. He is a stalwart in our defence. You can almost guarantee that he'll have a good game. It's quite nice to have a right back who you can guarantee is going to do well at pretty much every game he plays. He's good, at least. Let's see how much was Kylian Mbappe. 134 million. Sorry, my apologies. Chump change. But yeah, 134 million to Bayern Munich. If I'd known that, I would have tried to get my. I would have hoped that my director of football would have, been interested at least, but no. Because I've managed to get the club, it was up to 168 million. They've decided to give me 100% of the transfer revenue outside of the transfer window. They decided that. So that's a little frustrating, but it's fine. Dynamics wise as well, we're not doing too bad, which is quite good. So now, when do we come back? I think we come back for the Manchester City Chelsea games. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we come back for the Man City Chelsea games. Yeah, we come back for Man City Chelsea, and then we'll probably end up coming back for West Brom Tottenham, so I can show you how the World Cup gets on, because that would be very interesting to see how the World Cup ends. Because I think, actually, before we finish this, see, is there any major surprises apart from Qatar, because they're hosting it, so Panama, ooh, Jamaica made it, Saudi Arabia, ooh, China, yeah, that's right. England didn't make the World Cup. Just 2 seconds there. Just going to they finished third in their group. Who did they lose to? Bulgaria, Slovakia, and Ukraine. Ukraine went through undefeated. That's insane. England don't qualify. Was there any other big countries that didn't qualify? Anybody who's watching my Hungary for Success series will know that San Marino getting beaten 10 times. Wait, Luxembourg won 3 games. What? They beat Austria as well. What? Croatia didn't qualify. What? Iceland didn't qualify. I suppose they had Switzerland in their group. England not qualifying is insane. Russia finished 4th in their group. That's a very Russian side of the world group. Ireland finished 3rd. Ah well. Germany finished 2nd in their group. Is there any other? Greece, Israel finishing bottom. Hungary finishing 4th in their group. Yeah, that's a bit mad. I didn't actually check. I'm going to assume that, Brazil are there. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting, to say the least. So, like I said, the next time you will see us, we'll be playing Man City and Chelsea. So, I will see you guys for that episode. If you did make sure. If you did the fuck does that even make sentences? If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. tell your grandparents to like the video. Tell your pets to like the video. And just basically tell everyone that this is the greatest series of all time. Just basically lie to people. And make sure to come back. This one won't be up tomorrow. What the fuck? What does that mean tomorrow? You don't know when I'm recording this. This is going up on Thursday. So make sure to come back tomorrow for the next episode. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I'll talk to you guys next time.